Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review on an absolutely freezing night. The temperature outside is actually 12 degrees. But because I've been cold because I got soaked at work again, I'm finding it bloody freezing. So I've come down the beer room and a bit of a longer review. I've done a couple of short reviews and I'm not really keen on doing the short reviews, to be honest. So I'm going to be reviewing this fella. Brewdog's Layer Cake. It's a marshmallow and chocolate stout. Doesn't that sound nice? Yeah, I wanted something decent. I didn't want their bloody 4% stuff. I wanted something that's gonna. So, near black pour, light. Well, no, quite a dark tan head. I've turned off this stupid zoom on this camera and it's still doing it. What does that do there? See if I can. No, it just says mute microphone. It will be muting the microphone. What does that do? That does fuck all either. And I don't want to be switching the camera around. So, yeah. It is a 7% beer. So, obviously, Barney's beer, they brought out their marshmallow stout. I've got a bottle somewhere. Yeah, marshmallow milk stout. At the beer festival, and obviously this has come out at, I think it was Tesco's or Morrison's, one of the two. It wouldn't be Asda. It wouldn't really be Sainsbury's either, although Sainsbury's have gone Brewdog mad on their displays. Definitely getting the chocolate, subtle hint of marshmallow there. Oh dear, bloody temperature's really dropping. It don't help when you get cold at work because it takes a while for you to get warm again. I mean, when I'm in a minute, when I go in, I'm going to cook some dinner. I'm washing out the barrel. I'm going to wash out the barrel. I'm going to drain the beer tomorrow, or maybe even tonight. Drain the beer into the barrel. Put the priming sugar in. Get a good stir around. And then bottle it tomorrow. So a good night of bottling tomorrow. So I'm going to bottle that. Have a look at the red wine. Maybe bottle the red wine. And maybe also barrel up the pear juice wine. So it's going to be a night tomorrow of a bit of work. But it's the weekend tomorrow. You don't mind so much. One of them days today where things, it wasn't a bad day. You know, I haven't had a bad day in this workplace yet, but things where the bloody mower broke down and wouldn't restart, and it was raining, and I couldn't get this flipping thing to go on. Trying to do too much as usual. And I think tomorrow I've got to get this marquee cover on the roof. I think I'm going to use rope and see if rope will do it. Wow. So, in the taste, the marshmallow is absolutely divine. Jesus. I didn't really get much on the nose. I did say it was subtle. But in the taste, I've got to say Barney. I think Brewdog is the slightly better option on the marshmallow. Obviously, they've still got a nice marshmallow beer. But this, wow. That is nice. Very cakey. Ooh. It's like bloody cake in a glass. Ooh. That's really nice. Really nice. So I'm hoping to do a live review Saturday night. All depends if I actually do any gardening at the weekend, because it's supposed to be raining. So if it rains, that knackers my ability to get some cash in. And I don't take any money out of the kitty. Never have, never will. So any money, out of my work money, don't take anything. Don't spend it. I've never spent a single penny on it. So it's usually from external sources like the internet or doing people's gardens, you know, getting a bit of cash in hand. But this is very nice. No doubt we'll be going to Tesco's this week. So what I might do is finalise where we're going shopping on Saturday and do a live review about 6:30, 7 o'clock time. Not too late because it's especially if it goes on for an hour, you know. And pick up 2 or 3 bottles, live review, neck the bottles, and have a chat and discuss where coronavirus is going and the horrifying scenes in France. Today, 3 people murdered in a French church, 2 beheaded. What the fuck is this with beheading people? I'm sorry, but what religion? And this bloke was, I don't know what he was saying. There's obviously some religion. But for me, religion causes a lot of the issues in the world. I mean, I'm not religious, never have been, never will be. But, you know, and apparently the man was from Tunisia. He came into their country only 3 or 4 days ago. Begs the question, France, that you're letting everybody in your country to go through your country to get to our country, to the UK. Family that died, that should never have died, you know, and stop letting people in your, you know, sort your own immigration out, because people in you're letting people in your country, they're killing your people, and then they're going up elsewhere. And you know that there's something about stopping people, you know. There's a reason. I mean, like him, he's murdered people. Should never have happened. And not these people coming on boats to England and the UK. We don't know where they're from. We don't know what records of, you know, what they've done in their countries. And it's nothing about being racist. It's about protecting your citizens that are already here. I mean, obviously, family's different. But when it's all loads of men coming across, you know, there is a worry that it's terrorist related. I mean, sometimes we as a country shouldn't keep sticking our noses in other people's business. It really has nothing to do with us. What happens in the Middle East? Let the Middle East sort out, because to be honest, half the time you go over there, people die, and what's happened in Iraq, it's no better now than it was 20 years ago. So it just makes you wonder, doesn't it? It really does. Oh, that is a nice bit of beer. And you know, Brewdog, they do what's the word? They do have a good opinion of themselves, and they've got an amazing punk equity for punks is a rather clever and astute way of getting people to pay for the beer. You know, getting money off beer from them by buying into the firm and, you know, supporting projects. And it is and I do apologise for the colour on this new phone. I look a lot different on this new phone in the colour than I am in real life. I don't know what's going on with the colour, and it keeps zooming in and out. I can't, and I've tried to turn it off in the settings, but it's still doing it on YouTube. So I don't know what's going on there. The problem is I've given my son now my other phone. So unless I get the old Nokia phone out and start using that only for YouTube, and then use this phone to use it as a hotspot, and so I can actually do a bit of reading again, I will sort it out, because it's doing my nutting as well, I'll be honest. Oh, it's an absolute cake in a bottle. Gorgeous. So yeah, big weekend for home brewing. 40 pints of American oak aged rum ale. Obviously, the first pint ain't going to be, it's just going to be a hint of what's to come later. But I'm looking forward to it, you know, for Christmas. It's going to be amazing. And then 30 bottles, or 40 pints again, if you call it in pints, of Nebbiolo wine from Punch Wine Kit, a creative winemaking brand. Again, that's actually a Barolo, which is an Italian fine wine. And the great thing is, my wife's got me for Christmas, paid 79 quid for an Amarone wine kit. Oh my God. Can't wait to get that brewing and see how it comes. And my son will come to me soon and say, what do you want for Christmas? I'm going to tell him they love brewing that £40 beer kit from Love Brewing, the most expensive beer kit in Britain, which has got all decent, you know, tons of different ingredients that you bang in, not just a quick bish bash bosh brew kit. You know, there's lots of things to do without it going into you've used 2 gigs of data. Fuck off. Can you hear that bleep then? I wonder if it comes up on the video. You have to tell me. So yeah, I got the red card the other day. That's why the reviews have been actually quite sporadic this week. Whereas today, I did 2 reviews last night. I did a sneaky review last night. And though I thought I was going to be in the shed for an hour. And I missed the plot there. I could have done 3 or 4 reviews. But there you go. Lowering the beer consumption down is probably a good thing anyway. In the long run, you know. Although it's quite funny that they had a news article about Nottingham today, and they're showing last night's pubs and before they closed, and all the pubs, no one was social distancing, all stood out together. What was it? Students, bloody students. Nottingham was one of the lowest rates of coronavirus in the country. They were even worried that we were too low, not enough coronavirus out there to, you know, to people to get antibodies. Now, because of the student population coming from all over and all mixing, all partying, I mean, the fines that have been handed out, £10,000 fines. That's some fine, that is. Bloody hell. They've got some rich mums and dads, because 10,000 quid's a lot of money for a fine. Unless it's just a bullshit fine, you know. £10,000 fine, yeah. And when it comes to it, yeah, we're wrong, really. Just joking. We'll make it 1,000. And I'm sure somebody got a whopping fine, more than 10,000. A ridiculous amount of money for a fine. And I know it sends a message, but it's not sending the clear message, because they're not giving a shit. You only needed to see on TV last night's pictures. No one was interested. No. And the thing with this coronavirus thing is, you know, that we all thought it was a joke when it first came out, like Corona. Ooh, not touching that Corona drink. And it's funny how Corona's absolutely rammed down your throats now whenever you go to supermarkets, because they've got that much stock, trying to get rid of it. Or they've got it really cheap, they bought shitloads and they're trying to get rid of it. There's always a reason. There's always a reason behind there being a hell of a lot of it. I forgot where I was going there. And I'm still not liking the colour. I'm not liking the colour that it's showing up on the phone. It's showing up like yellowy colour. This isn't the colour that's on the TV, on the phone. And I'm not that bloody colour either. Look, I'm yellow. I forgot jaundice. So apparently we've been bashed by 2 lots of American hurricanes over the last few days, well, the remnants at least. And that's where all the shit weather's coming from, which is great. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, America. Not only do we have to hear all your shit on our TV about Trump and Biden and all this shit going off in Philadelphia, And you've got to look at it. I come from a poor background. I come from an inner city background, multicultural inner city background. I look what happened in America. The police, well, look at the BBC. They're saying the man wasn't going at the police in a threatening manner. Oh, somebody's got a fucking big knife and they're coming at you. That's not a threatening manner. So the BBC are talking absolute shite in the first place. Let's be honest. I've watched the film. The lad who come to them, who got shot dead, was coming at them with a knife. You know, big knife. You know, they're going to protect themselves. They're the police. They've obviously shouted, "Oh, calm down. No, no, no." What are they going to do? Yes, they could have tasered them. Yeah, probably in hindsight, if tasing would have stopped him. But then you wonder about the bloke's family. The bloke's family are there saying this and that, and his friends and whatever. Where were they? Where were they to tell him just calm the F down, you know? And then you look at the people protesting about it. Lots of very decent people protesting, saying the police were wrong. Why the hell did you shoot him? Why didn't you taser him? I understand that. Get that. Why the hell are they looting all the shops? It just makes that particular part of society look really bad. And the looting of the shops, no need for it. Rioting, no need. Demonstrate. You know, you'll get your point across a lot quicker because the world will come on board. The world will come on board if they see what you're doing and think, you know, what you're doing is wrong. You're just taking one wrong to make another wrong. I don't know. Was it me? You know. And you're just feeding the fire to the people like Donald Trump, who comes out with some interesting stuff, but ultimately is a bit like a child. And I mean, I've been watching some videos from Putin, and obviously, like Trump, he's no angel, but some of the stuff he comes out with is very, very clever. And I don't know how I managed to get these videos on my site, but on my YouTube feed. But I watched a few, and it's like, wow. And he's actually a very astute and very clever person. Obviously, he's prodding the countries of the world, keeps sending planes over to the UK for our military to go up and escort them off, you know. But, yeah, it's a strange old world out there. Thank God I'm not into politics. It's a beer. Best place to be. So I would normally drink stouts at room temperature. I prefer room temperature for stouts, winter warmers and whatnot. For this sort of temperature, chilled temperature, golden ales, pale ales, lagers, ciders, you know, that sort of thing. Sours even. But I've got to say, even at this temperature, this was an amazing beer. That marshmallow and chocolate, oh my God. Chocolate on the nose, marshmallow in the background on the nose. And I thought, nah, it's not going to do much. On the taste, wow, the woof. It's like cake in a glass. It really is amazing. I mean, it's not a beer I'd have loads of. But I'd like to do a warm review of it, not just a chilled review, because it is chilled in here. Oh, got the fire on 2 bars and I'm still absolutely bloody frozen. It's once you get cold, you can't stop. And I've got thermals on as well. I've got a thermal on here. I've got a bloody t-shirt on here. And I've even got this. And I'm still freezing. It's because you've been wet all day today. It takes ages to get warm when you've been wet all day. So, what a quality beer. Oh, yes, it's going to be $3 to $3.50 for the can. But if you like marshmallow cake, oh, it really is. I loved it to bits. An absolute surprise. That was an absolute barnstormer. 7%. It's not too strong, you know, nice strength, but not overly strong. Out of 5, then. Oh, I've got to say, 4.63 out of 5. That is in my, what I'd call my top 10. It's not 10. There's about 50 in there, but that is in the very top of my beers. That is absolutely classic. Really nice. Well worth the price. Well worth drinking, especially when you see that some of these what some of these beer shops are charging. I went on one last night thinking, oh, that sounds interesting, and the cans were all about £8.30 upwards, and I'm thinking, what the flying Jesus. And hence clicked it off, and yeah, I won't be buying from them. No, that's taking the piff, as it were. So that's another review done. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I'm not happy with the colour. That this is a brand new phone, a much higher spec phone than the phone I had, and yet the picture is really good, but the colour's just not off. And this fucking zooming in and out is doing my nutting. Yeah, just did then. Fuck you, phone. Yeah, I bet it thumbnails that. Always thumbnails when I've got my teeth out, and I don't know how to get my teeth out at any stage. Some people are like fucking dogs, aren't they? Get the teeth out, and me, I've never been like that. So, but anyway, nice to do a long review again. Been a while. Thanks for watching, and yeah, Saturday night, 7 o'clock. I will try and figure out where we're going shopping. If I know where we're going shopping, I'll pick out 3 brews, 3 different brews. And obviously they do them on 4 for 6, so I make sure I get 4. 4 different brews. And in fact, I may even go on tonight, have a look on Morrison's, see what they do, and chat the wife into going to Morrison's this week for a change. Yeah. Morrison's or Tesco's, one of the two. Won't be anywhere else. We don't like anywhere else. And that's it for this beer review. Thank you for watching. See you soon. And as always, stay safe. I think the second wave will be more harsh than the first, because all the people that were shielding aren't shielding. A lot of people are not being as clever and as scared as it was on the first wave, because it didn't get them. And that's the frightening thing. There's a lot of people out there. I could be one of them. You never know. And it does scare you. I mean, I don't care what the media say. I look at the figures, the amount of people that died. That's scary. And right, see you soon. Cheers. Ooh. Turn off, then you bleed.